Okay, just wanted to take a look at Bitcoin on the 9-day chart, which just means that each one of these candles, as investors or traders will call it, is 9 days of price action. So what's interesting, there's some ancient significance to the number 9. And an ancient numerology that's in all scripture, 9 can be considered the number of consciousness. Um, Going back to the beginning of history, really deep significance. Within mathematics, and Nikola Tesla was aware of the 9, and many other prominent people of history. But in the Bible, Jesus said, "Cast your net to the right side," to the fishermen, and they caught 153 fish. 1 plus 5 equals 6. 6 plus 3 equals 9. The right side is, or the right hand of God, or the right hemisphere, which you enter through meditation, and you strengthen that bridge to tune in to the higher nature, to your higher self. 144,000 will be saved in the book of Revelation. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. Now again, 9 is the higher nature. The born again, so to speak. The Christ consciousness, as others will say. But it's where you find your true identity, or not even an identity. It's where you let go of your false identity. But the mark of the beast is 666. 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 6 is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. It's how you escape the beast. You work on your self-awareness. You go within, and you try to maintain that connection to the divine, or your higher self. So 9 can be considered like creator consciousness, a symbol of perfection, unity, and freedom, back from the Egyptian times. It's 9 months to the postnatal life. So women carry the child for 9 months. In the Buddhism teachings, what they believe was stopping the attainment of happiness are subconscious attachments to the lower self, or the mark of the beast, 666. The carnal mind, the lower self. And to achieve true happiness, one must practice the 9 levels of consciousness. Or not must practice. A tool to use is to practice the 9 levels of consciousness. I'm not going to go into them, but it's mainly just to help you understand your true identity. Your goal would be to accept one's infinitely expanded true self, letting go of the false identity, the preconceptions we had from all the influence and distractions from even before conception. And we build this identity in our minds, which isn't in line with our true mission, or our higher nature. It's one that's attached to the physical, to the material of the 3-dimensional realm that we're in. the word consciousness in Buddhism was translated from a Sanskrit word. I believe it's pronounced vijnana, meaning life force, mind, which is the creator consciousness. The ancient Hermetic principles have one rule in there that's all is mind. And quantum physicists would have other ways to describe uh, that same belief there. But I'm going to get into this. So this is the 9 day, as I said, and there's some interesting stuff. So when this green line here is the 50-day moving average, but we're on the 9-day chart, so it's a 450-day moving average. 4 plus 5 equals 9. This right here is the 100-day moving average. We're on the 9-day, so it's a 900-day moving average. 9. The red line is the 200-day moving average. We're on the 9-day, like I said, so that's the 1800. 1 plus 8 is 9. It's been critical support in bear markets. In the 2018 low, we didn't really touch it, but we did come down and test it after the little bleep with the flu, and now we're below it. But first, I'm going to go back to, you can see when the green crosses below the blue, it's right before the second bottom or the second low in our bear market cycle. When we cross back above, that's usually, historically, not usually, it has been a sign that the bull market is in full effect. Cross below, shortly after, we have our second bottom right here in the March 2020. So we're 2 for 2, which that's not much data to go by. There's not much historical data, but it will be interesting to see how this plays out. So we can see that maybe in February, January, if we project this cross, shortly after, maybe March, April, Mayish, we have a second bottom, and then we can begin the next bull market and wait for the cross up to confirm the bull market starts. So we cross up here, bull market full effect. Same up back here in 2016. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. It seems like anytime we're, about 18% on either side, it's a phenomenal time. It's an accumulation phase. So if you're accumulating when these two lines are about 18% apart, I mean, it's a phenomenal opportunity. Now, is that going to play out again? Nobody knows. I want to see in the next week if we can come back up and close this candle above. If we're closed below, then we could have potential downside, but we got to see. Or we could just consolidate below the 1800-day moving average throughout there. But it's just pretty interesting. I hope everybody's doing well. Get outside in nature. Take care of yourselves. Love yourself. And just be good to people.